Somebody told me the other day that I am my own worst enemy and that I have a tendency to disappear sometimes. And by sometimes, I think they meant a lot of times, such as the last 3 weeks and on and off throughout the entire year of 2023. And I know these things. I know these things about myself. It got me thinking how important it is to have some people around you who are going to tell you the ugly truth about yourself, because even though I knew it in my head, I didn't really know it in my heart. And that's where it counts, because that's where you're really going to take it to the fullest extent and try to discipline yourself to not fall victim to the ways of yourself. I write so many songs about the fact that I feel like I'm the problem, or I feel like I'm not good enough and all of this stuff. And I still have not quite internalized it. I think for a while I did, and then I just forgot to internalize it. I think for a while I got into a mindset that, and this is going to sound pessimistic, but I got into this mindset that things were going to get better at some point. And for me, like I said, this is going to sound pessimistic, but the fact of the matter is that life, when you deal with mental illness, probably doesn't get much better. Most of the time, it just doesn't feel great, I think that for a long time, I was like, oh, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I'll get out of this slump at some point. And in that, I'm telling myself, one, that I'm in a slump, and two, that right now isn't good. I'm telling myself that it's not good right now, but it's going to get good. Instead of telling myself that it is good right now, you're just sick and you need to understand that you just can't think about it in the right way at this moment in time. But it doesn't change the fact that things are good and that life is good at the moment. And you just need to see that. Now, when you're sad and depressed and all of that stuff, it is difficult. I would even say most of the time impossible. I can start rolling myself down a hill, and then even without somebody behind the ball, rolling the ball, it keeps going. The ball keeps going, and the pessimistic mindset continues past your depression, despite being, in a good state or a good place, I suppose, mentally. You don't allow yourself to be in a good place. At least that's for me. All of this is advice to myself because in 2024, I want to be better, man. And I want to understand that, even if you can't see the good in life, it's still there. You just have blinders on. Got to get help, but it's good to be back. Peace.